Yeah,
One,
I've definitely seen an improvement.
that's excellent. So if you could rate the pain level before we started the first session on a scale of 0 to 10, where would you say it was?
Um, Probably 8. I was able
Okay,
to get on. I was able to get on with my life, so I'd say it's an 8.
okay. And how about since? How about now?
Um, Probably gone down to um, probably 3 or 4.
Wow, so at
Yeah,
least 50,
it's huge,
at least
huge.
50% reduction.
Yeah, it's huge difference.
Wow,
Mm.
that's terrific. That's really great. That means we're doing the right thing. Maybe we just need a little more of it.
Yes, yeah,
Would
yeah.
would would you like to see if we can resolve a little more of it now?
Yes, and I have tried to do it on my own, but it's just not
Sure.
working. And when you took me through it last time, I was seeing lots of beautiful colours
Hmm.
in my mind,
Hmm.
as well as being able to go to the area. I was seeing all these colours, and when it resolved, what it resolved, it went back to a lovely green.
Okay, okay. So it's completely okay to be noticing colors, but don't let them be a distraction, because the progress we're making is not from seeing colors, it's from feeling into the energy that's there.
Mhm. Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
completely okay that you see them, but just consider it as a kind of passing, interesting sort of side effect. We're not really that concerned with the colors. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it
So
might be significant. I thought I'd mention it.
yeah, it's okay. This is you're new to this, and you're just in the beginning of your learning curve. Okay. So the fact that we got 50% or better reduction with just that one session, that's phenomenal. It's really
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and
Mhm.
I can tell you just have a much more relaxed, fluid kind of, your whole being is different. This is really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy for you. So clearly, what we did worked. So that means we need to do a little more of it. And
Yeah, yeah,
you you have a lifetime of not doing this.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, you have a lifetime of being caught in the unknowingly being caught in the habits of suppression and avoidance of this stuff. And what your body has needed and what we gave it last time was we simply gave it your attention. And so we can do that again. And I think it's a good idea. If you have the time, we'll just do some more of it right now. See if
Yeah,
we can take it down to 1 or 2 or zero point 0.5,
yeah,
or
yeah,
0.
yeah. That would be really good.
Yeah, and I think it's quite possible because it's still testing that 100% of the problem is resolvable at that consciousness level. Yeah, it's a possibility. So we just need to get you really good at this because, there's not only the stress from the past, but there's the ongoing stresses that we just encounter in life just because it's life, right? I mean, things
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, of
And
course.
so we have two tasks really. One task is cleaning up the stuff from the past that you've been holding, okay, and not able to release because you just didn't know how to do it, okay. And the second thing is to become much more emotionally competent, which means to be able to deal with things as they come up and resolve them immediately so they're not added to the database of stuff you have to take care of later, right? We just want to
Yeah,
get handled and get sort of like, we want to get an initially really clean inner emotional landscape, and then we want to keep it clean. It's kind of like cleaning the house. You don't just do it once and then you're over.
I wish.
Yeah, really, me too. So it needs a little ongoing maintenance too. So I sent you an email you probably got about the freedom from illusions training and the freedom
Yes.
practice. That's the program for the ongoing part to kind of, I mean, we were only focusing specifically on the emotional energies that were foundational for creating your pain.
Mhm.
And so that's all good. But you have other traumas in there, other, emotional stuff that's maybe not contributing so much to that pain, but contributing to other things. So we want to get
Yeah.
it all cleaned up. So yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just
I
this
I have got a lot of things from my childhood,
yeah, yeah,
possibly stored. I don't know.
yes.
Everyone has. Everyone has, haven't they? Really.
That's definitely.
I had a very bullying sister,
Oh
and
wow.
she nearly killed me once.
Oh my gosh.
She's 4 years older and much bigger than me. So
I had a
she
3-year-old. I know what you're
know her
talking
own strength, did she?
I have brothers 3 years older than me, and I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Same kind of thing. He wasn't so bad, but occasionally. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, good. So let's see if we can make some more progress now. And let's see. Need the number. No. So where is it that this is the right approach? Where is it that you're feeling the most pain now?
Right now, it's on my right, the lower part of my ribs, right side,
Okay, in the front.
in the back.
Oh, in the back. In the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go there. You go ahead and close your eyes. And let's go there and notice that there's a field of energy there. And in the field, there's a place where it's more intense, more concentrated, stronger than elsewhere. Typically, it's right in the center. Get a sense of that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just let your attention be right on that part where it feels the strongest. And again, don't try to make any effort to make it go away. Don't try to do anything to it. Just allow yourself to simply, innocently notice the central strongest part. And the other thing you can do is to adjust how close to it or how far away from it you are, so we get the optimal distance. And the optimal distance means you can really feel it, so the process of completing the incomplete experience that's held there can continue, not so close that it feels overwhelming. And so you can adjust that, and you'll get better and better at getting it just right as you practice it more and more. Now you'll find, just like when we did it before, that after a while, the intensity of the sensation will start to diminish. It'll start to soften a little bit. So let me know when that happens.
I'm just testing it because I think it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's gone. It's gone.
Wow. Gone is good.
It's good to me.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
terrific. Excellent. You're getting good at this. Just needed a little support, that's all. So how about some other area? There's some other area that's also painful?
Yeah, it's slightly less, but the same in the same place on the other side as well.
On the other
That was
side.
less. That was the lesser one than the other one.
Okay, let's go for it. Do exactly the same thing. Notice the central strongest part. Adjust how close to it you are so that you really can feel it. And as it gets softer, get closer, just as you just did. That was terrific.
Oh, my partner just opened the door, sorry. Because he
No
didn't know I
problem.
was doing this.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, so that's yeah. I've still got tightness there, but it's not an actual pain.
Okay.
It's
So,
a lot more comfortable than it was.
oh, very good. So it would be appropriate for us to continue and even resolve the sensation of the tightness Yeah, let's go to the place where it feels the most tight. No need to carry that tightness around inside of you. Let's see if we can resolve it. So go back to that area where you feel the tightness and notice the place where it feels the most tight. Certainly tight is better than pain, but,
Yeah.
but complete ease and comfort is what we're after.
It's actually moved across from where it was. It's moved across to the right side again, more or less where I was getting the pain. So I'm just going across with it.
Yeah, very good. So probably still some residual tightness there.
I'm getting a strange fizzing sensation.
Interesting.
Like little ants or something going across my skin.
Wow.
Very strange.
We need to do something about that. No, this is just a part of the releasing of the energy. Yeah, this is just a kind of the tissues sort of unwinding themselves. So that's okay. If it's possible, just kind of let it pass in its own timing and stay focused on the central tightest area. Don't have an agenda of how long it should take. It has its own natural timing, and the extent to which it needs completion, you just have to kind of be patient, allow yourself to feel it, and let it kind of resolve in its own timing, not yours. If you get what I mean. Yeah, good.
It's doing a bit of a zigzag at the moment, so it's gone back to the other side now.
No problem.
I think it must have been multi-leveled or something.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of like stacked up in layers, like a stack of pancakes or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're doing it just right. You just go wherever it feels the strongest.
Yeah, it's gone up to my shoulder blades now. I'm feeling a lot of like an elastic band between my shoulder blades.
Okay, let's go to the part where again it feels the tightest. And do exactly the same thing. You're doing great.
Yeah, let's release that as well.
Ah, wonderful. Very good.
It's just the neck now.
Okay.
Right up underneath my head.
All right.
The base of my skull here.
Okay, let's go there.
I'll be there.
Optimal to do this. Yeah,
Just
do the
got
same.
some lovely. I know you said don't take notice of colours, but I've just got a lovely purpley pink.
Oh, no problem. I mean, it's totally fine to just see them and enjoy them. Just don't make them more important than they are. That's all. It's okay. Enjoying the colors is fine. So yeah, just focus on the central strongest area there at the back of your neck, head.
That's already gone.
Already? Wow. Terrific. Okay, check out the whole body. See what's left.
I'm just going to walk around.
Yeah, very good.
Yes, just a little bit tightness around there.
Okay.
And I think that's covered everything.
Yeah, let's get that remaining tightness. Let's go ahead and get that remaining tightness that you're feeling when you're walking. Can you still feel it when you sit down?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more pronounced when I stand up though.
Yeah, sure. The standing up is a good sort of provocation test. That was the perfect thing to do. Yeah. We want to see if we can elicit it, because if they're still there, we want to know so we can go after it. Yeah. Let's go get this one. Good. You're doing so good.
I think that's it. Yeah. Shall I walk around again? That's probably
Let's try walking again, see how it is.
Yeah, I feel taller. I actually do feel taller. It's not strange. Yeah, it's the tiniest little bit. I can expect a few twinges at my age. But yeah,
Well,
that's pretty
you may
much
not
gone.
have to, you may not have to accept it. There's still a little twinge. Let's go get it.
Okay.
Why
It's in
not?
my hip, inside
Okay.
my hip bone. So
Okay. Well, appropriate to resolve this one also. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get it all.
maybe this is the last pancake.
Last. Great. Well, put a little syrup on it and eat it up.
That's my lunch.
There you go.
Make me hungry.
Great.
Oh, thank you. My tea has arrived. Thank you.
Hey, wonderful.
Service.
Hey, there you go. That's great.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'll just do a provocation again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a tiniest little bit now. Tiniest bit.
Go ahead and finish it off.
It's getting harder to get to the point of it.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I thought that might be a good thing.
Yeah, it is good. When you have trouble finding it, that's a very good thing. You have to kind of click in closer, that Google Maps thing of getting in really close.
Yep, I think that's probably done it now.
All right, let's check it
Yeah,
out.
it's absolutely gone.
Fantastic.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay, so scan your whole body, see if there's anything else. Feeling pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I've got those, you know, when you move your head like that, you get crystals. I'm not sure whether it's not pain, it just sounds like crystals rumbling about. Is that?
We need to do something about that. We don't need to do anything about that. That's okay.
No.
It'll just kind of pass as you sort of integrate. Yeah, okay. So when we started today, you were somewhere between 3 and 4 severity level. How about now?
Oh, it's right down to half. It's like a murmur in the background now.
Okay.
Tiny murmur.
So less than 1.
Yes.
Fantastic. Exactly what we were looking for. And it didn't even take very long.
No.
Yeah, good job. Good job. As far as doing this on your own, did you happen to download the app for the
No, I've forgotten about that. Yes, I must do that.
It's very good because you can guide yourself through the instructions at your own pace. All you do is just swipe the screen to the right and it'll give you the next audio instruction.
I see. I'll give that a go. Yes. Now you've reminded me. I'll look at it straight away.
Yeah, you'll find it helpful because then you don't have to remember what to do. Right?
Yeah. Well, I thought I was doing exactly the same, but it just wasn't working.
Yeah. Well, you can try that, see if it's helpful. So this is great. I'm really glad we touched base and did this follow-up. Let's check in again, in another couple of weeks and just make sure you're all right. Wonderful. That's really good.
I'm very grateful for your time.
Oh, you're so very welcome. It's my pleasure. So check out some of those web pages that I sent you linked in that email so you can see, because you can tell from what we just did and what we did before and what we just did. I mean, look how phenomenal the results are, right? You want to get good at it. Yeah, you want to get good at this.
Yeah.
And you want to get good at not just resolving the pain, but also any other kinds of negative emotions that would be, negatively impacting any other aspect of your life, other aspects of your health, of your you know, what you're doing in your activity. I mean, if
Yeah.
your pain is like gone, you're going to be able to resume your life, which would be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing I was getting, and I just linked it, I just presumed it was coming up because of this pain that I was having, was the chronic fatigue.
Ah, sure.
Sometimes I go to sleep for, I'll wake up from a decent sleep, and then I'll have to go back to bed after I've done like half an hour or something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I get up about 2 o'clock thinking, I can't stay here all day. It's just ridiculous. And then I realize that I can't stay awake when I go, you know, I go into the next room, and I still can't stay awake. So I then go to sleep there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, the dealing with the pain is very exhausting. So
that's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be very interesting when we check in a couple of weeks to see if there's any change in that pattern. Has that been actually a little better?
Amazing.
Has that actually been a little bit better since we did the session?
I think so, yes. I've had one episode since.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually away. I did a lot of driving. I was going to say to you, I did a lot of driving, hours and hours of driving. I did stop off at various points and do things there, but then I got back in the car. Normally I have a lot of pain from driving, and I didn't.
Oh, this is great news.
Yeah, really. So I knew that things have changed anyway in my back, but when I did the driving, I knew that that's the effect it had.
Very good. Yeah. Very, very good.
And obviously, I was tired from the driving because you have to concentrate, but the actual, you know, I would have woken up very stiff and cranky the next day, and I didn't have that.
Well, this is wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah. I was very happy with that.
Oh, that's excellent. So I'm really delighted at your progress, and we made absolutely more progress today. This is great. So let's touch base again in a couple more weeks, see how you're doing. Okay. If you have any challenge or questions or anything about that email.
The only challenge is working out the time zone, because I've got problem with numbers anyway. I have to look in my diary probably 12 times a day just to check what I'm doing, because they just mess about in my head. So I'm kind of like a dyslexic with numbers.
Yeah. So this is the kind of thing that when you do this freedom practice and you learn how to recognize better your ego and emotionally pain-based thoughts, and then you do the techniques immediately, use what we call a locate technique to find the energy. We haven't had to do that because it's been so obvious for you, but you'll learn that.
Yeah.
And then when you resolve that, then the underlying cause of that sort of scattered brain, like can't focus, have to look things up, that kind of problem is caused by the same kind of energy that's been causing your pain. It's just manifesting in a different way.
I did wonder about that as well, because I've often thought there must be something I can, you know, because I've moved on. I'm 65 now, and I'm still having the same problems I had when I was like 6 and 7 with a lot of things. I was quite damped down as a child, so the emotional freedom, the emotional part of it definitely would have been affected, because I wasn't allowed to speak. And if I literally stubbed my toe on a step when I was very small, they both had my hands, and they were pulling me along quickly because my sister was that much older. She was rushing ahead. So they were trying to rush me up the steps, and I banged 2 of my toes on the steps, and they actually broke, and they were all bleeding, and I was crying, and they still carried on. They said, "Don't make a fuss." And I've still got crooked toes to this day because of that. And I think this is I've just given you a little window to, this is the sort of things that were going on because my sister was much more demanding. They gave me very little time and didn't take, you know, I had to be quiet and subdued all the time in the background. And I definitely think that's held me back in lots of ways.
Sure.
Confidence-wise and things.
I don't know if you read anything, I have an article on my website about it, but there was this now famous study called the ACE study. And this was done at Kaiser Permanente in San Diego, California, with over 17,000 participants. So the statistical significance is really high.
Yeah.
And what they measured was very interesting. They gave these people a survey asking them about like 7 different categories of childhood traumas that they'd had. ACE stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences.
Yes.
Yeah. And what they found is that these are far more... I'm
going to write that down.
Yeah. These are far more prevalent than they ever thought before.
Mm. Well, sometimes you can see people going back into that experience, and they become quite childlike in their responses.
Yes, that's right. And one of the things that they discovered was that unlike a lot of health things where time just heals them, you get a splinter, the body pushes it out, you get a cold, you get a fever, and a body, they're like self-healing things that normally lots of things self-heal. What they found was that these adverse childhood experiences don't self-heal. They impact people, 50 years later. They're causing mental and physical health problems.
Yeah.
If you go on my website, under articles, the very last one on the list is the ACE study. I've written about it, and I explain why they don't self-heal. That wasn't part of their study. They weren't trying to figure out why, because they hadn't even discovered that they don't self-heal yet. Okay. But the nature of our conditioning, I explained it to you actually in the first call, is that when we're little, we get emotionally overwhelmed many, many times. Nobody likes it. And even before we learn how to speak, this is called pre-verbal conditioning, even before we learn how to talk, we make a kind of feeling level decision to do our best to just try to not get emotionally overwhelmed by suppressing the feelings. So everybody gets good at suppressing their feelings, and they don't even realize that they've done that. So then you go through your life continuing to suppress them, and you don't know how to actually complete them and resolve them like what we've just done. Right?
Yeah.
So you're learning to do the exact opposite of what you've been deeply conditioned to do. And this is the best method I've discovered, in fact, the only method I know of, for actually being able to resolve unresolved energy that's held in the body caused by that long-term emotional suppression. So that's how it works. You'll find that article interesting. Let's definitely stay in touch. I'll follow up with you we'll set another time soon and for a couple of weeks, and then we'll see how it goes. And in the meantime, download the app, and you can start playing around with it and get used to it.
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah. Because that's all on the same email, isn't it?
Yeah, all in that same email. There's some links, pages that'll be of interest.
Yeah, that's great. I'll get reading.
Great, terrific. Nice to see you smiling. Check in one more time. Where's the pain level now?
Let me walk. That's the test. Yeah, that's just nothing. I just feel loose and easy.
Oh, this is so great.
Yeah. I think you've taken 10 years off.
Yay.
I'm now 55.
There you go. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and we'll be in touch. And let's just keep moving you in the direction of becoming truly emotionally competent.
Yeah, that would be a plan.
Very, very
Thank
good.
you very much.
All right, you're so welcome. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.